All right. Good evening, Scorpio. This is your general energy read for April 2023. And I'm going to read the good tarot card for you. The good tarot. That's what it's called. I said, hey, I think I want to read for Scorpio, didn't I? I was just meditating to a beautiful piece of music. Oh, all the signs you might probably be the one who can appreciate the violin concerto with Mr. Tchaikovsky. Very difficult piece for him to play. Stirs my blood every time. Oh, first card out for you, Scorpio, for your general energy read in April. Fool. This is a journey. You're about to take an adventure. Step on out there. And you know that the Fool card is, especially this Fool card, it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. This one here, it's just, you can count on this to take care of you. You don't necessarily have to know where this adventure is going to take you, but you know that you're safe in it. You're good. It's a good journey. Good start to a journey. Beginning. Oh. And we've got the Six of Air, and it is, of course, a journey. The interesting part here. Six of Air. I can't get past the fact that the sails in these pictures are blowing the ship, but they blowing the ship backwards into shore. It's supposed to be blowing out to sea, but it's blowing the ship backwards. So it's a pointed energy going forward, and yet it's going backwards. So maybe you're a little afraid to take that journey. Maybe there's a little fear here because it's a back and forth. Do I? You can trust this adventure. It's going to be an interesting ride for you. It's a new one. I'm going to say you've probably cleared some previous energy and you're about to embark on something, a new one. This here, with it being a water, Four of Water, that's a beautiful celebration. And it's emotional. It's an emotional journey. This isn't going to be a fire journey, or the journey basically here is an emotional one. You can embrace that part of it, which means you're going to enjoy the feelings from it, all the emotions that rise up in this energy, in this adventure, this journey for you. Of course, you have the Eight of Fire being here in the moment right now. You've got a lot of fiery passion. And going forward, you're going to take that passion into the emotional journey. That's a nice card. There's so many lights here. It just speaks to the journeys you've been on. All the different things you've experienced in your life. All those lights, they just remind me and reminiscent of souls, of people that you've touched and been touched by. And that's interesting that it sits here in the mindful card, in the mindful spot. Because that's that right now, in the moment here. You're very passion driven here. And that's an emotional drive. That's a nice energy. And then we've got the Chariot. Of course, that's victory. That's moving forward at a nice pace, speed, so forth. This journey you're going to embark upon it quite quickly, and it's victorious. You'll have a great victory from it. You'll build some reminiscent memories from this journey, some that you won't soon forget. Boy, Scorpio. And you are an adventurer. You do enjoy that part of your life. You're not afraid of changes. You're not afraid to go for it. Spontaneity is in your life, and you like that about yourself. Transformation is here. That's that's the end of one thing and the transforming to something new. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's a nice piece of energy there. Transformation. I like that a lot. It's like the butterfly. If you look at it, it's very much like the butterfly fighting out of the cocoon, but it's a sweetness to it. It's a. If you notice all the little sparks in that card, instead of a struggle, it's a calm embracing of every memory that's made during this. Because it's emotional, it will really stir your blood and touch your soul. That's why the music is touching me so much. Gives me goosebumps. That one will not. It wants out. Hierophant is here. Oh, that's nice. And that's a beautiful Hierophant. Look at that. It just commands your attention. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful sign? That's gorgeous. It's got so much in it. It's divine. And you know this. Emotional realms are very divine. They're always so angelic. Because it takes us somewhere that we feel familiar in. It's the love part of our life. And this is definitely a love part of your life. And not necessarily, I'm not talking about a love that is indicative of a coupling, okay? I'm talking about a love that is, you're gonna discover new things that you fall deeply in love with about yourself, your family, your surroundings, the day, the air, the day you smell that spring moment. You can fall deeply in love with it right then because you're fiery in it. You got that that strong passion for it. You'll get what it means. Yeah, this adventure is the spiritual one. It's an emotional, spiritual one. It's very, very, very divine, and it has guidance for you. It's going to give you this particular time is going to wake you up to something special in your life. You'll discover something about yourself. What I'm thinking is the Hierophant's going to open your eyes to something new about yourself that you didn't know. There was a time when I was really down or had a hard time. I had no idea that I possessed this certain skills. I became an artist rather quickly right after that, and trained horses. I didn't even know I could connect with them. You'll find that there's something new about you. Maybe it's as simple and metaphorically. Maybe it's as simple as you discover that you like doing puzzles, and suddenly you start doing puzzles, and it just is something that feeds you, or centers you, or counterbalances you, or helps you to. It's going to give you something very, very valuable to carry forward. Oh yeah, that invaluable in a way of divinity. You'll discover something about yourself that's very precious, very special. And you'll realize that. Here's people in your life. You got the Page of Air. That's a sweet little message. That's the person that it's angelic. You see that we're laying around here in the angelic realm. Your laws of attraction are bringing these things right into your air, into your space. And you being a water sign, of course, it's really going to touch your soul. This is all really going to be your friendships. These friendships that you have are and family, they're going to suddenly feel closer. This is going to feel closer. This feels closer than it's going to wake you up to this. And the wheel's spinning. Somebody here is challenging you to think different, to think with your heart. One person is bringing you thinking differently with your heart, outside of the box, outside of the regular material realm. This is going to transform some of that thought beyond into your heart. And the Page, of course, is a very, very childlike energy. It's going to remind you of that person. I would say is probably someone you've known a very long time, or had endeared with you since you were children. That, I'm going to say, is probably something that maybe you haven't, maybe you haven't, excuse me, if you haven't seen them in a while, but the memories and the reminiscence, they're going to bring the sweetness of your youth with them and remind you of how wonderful your life is, and how magnificent this journey you're on really is. That you're starting. Everybody starts different ones, as you clear out one energy. When you reach the 10, let's say the 10 of Pentacles, you finish that out, and then you start a new journey, and your journey is in the emotional realm, and then you clear that out, and you start a new journey, and it's in the passionate realm, or you know what I mean? It's in the fire zone. Then it's in the you know what I mean? It's in different zones. This one is in the air zone, which means it's in the water zone, but it brings you a lot of emotional stability and a lot of emotional freedom. You're going to be able to, you're going to be able to see things differently. You'll open your mind up a little. Air brings you to the divine realm. You start to adventure into the divinity, or into the meaning of life, let's say. The meaning of spiritualism, things of that nature. And one of them is an earth. So you've got the wheel here, a challenging energy around you. And you like that kind of thing. That's your thing. Scorpio really enjoyed. They really did a good challenge. You've got some air and you've got some earth, and you are an adventurer of water. So that really rounds things out nicely for you, to make you see that there's water in there's love in every realm. In every adventure, there's some degree of love in some way or another. Then here, you're looking at experiencing a tower, and this is a direct result of your own making. But I don't think that this isn't a destructive tower. Do you see? This is a different kind of tower. This is an informative tower. This tower doesn't have things falling everywhere. It's not a destructive deal. This tower reads differently, especially since it's here, because this is your own making. This tower, you're questioning whether, am I really learning this? Am I really feeling like this? Why am I feeling like this? Then it'll lead you into the realms of discovery of this emotional adventure, journey that you're on. Then you've got, going forward, you've got the 3 of fire. And look at that. That's going forward with passion. You see that? Fiery passion floating. You got it carrying it along. That's a really nice energy as well. It's very full of life. It's full of life. It's full of spontaneity. It's going to explore. This is the exploring, and with friends. It probably several. All these little trinkets all around as you're exploring. You're going to be picking things up. I mean, you could pick things up that are physical. I picked this up, okay. And you're on a vacation, you buy little trinkets for the kids or whatever. And you come home and you give them the kids, everything. But you can also pick things up that are in different ways. You can pick up a new skill. You can pick up a new vision. You can pick up a new idea. You can pick up new kinds of things. You can pick up a new way of living. You can pick up a new hobby. Do you understand? There's so many things that then you're on an adventure here, trying to pick up emotional wisdom. Let's put it that way. This is going to be into the emotional wisdom period for you. Yeah, this is definitely going to arm you with that. Oh yeah. And of course you've got an offer of Ace of Fire here. You've got an Ace of Fire here. That's also a beginning. That's a beginning. That brings you into the emotion of passion and compassion. Do you understand? Like I said, there's a spontaneity here. There's a you're gonna really dig the moment of it. It'll be really cool for you. I think you're gonna like that, the exploration of it, the adventure, the nature of it. Because that's really what it is. It's an instinctive thing, but it's everything. In some way, it all breaks down to that. It's just we have different parts of us that are each on a different instinctive level. I can really like it. I really like your adventure so far. You're picking up some things that you can store here for yourself for later on. This tower, don't worry about that. I never do. I like the tower. I like the tower a lot, and I like it right there. It's a good spot for you because it says I'm ready and I'm armed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go forward. I'm ready. I'm ready to strike out. I'm ready. I'm full of energy. I'm full of heat. I'm ready to explore my new acquired skill or that's what I'm seeing you. Okay, it took a minute for me to figure out what it was. Now I know. I am on my way. Your life is made up of decisions, and that's all. Everything is about a decision that you make. If you sit and procrastinate, then nothing gets done and you just sit stagnant. But once you make a decision on something, it's full force ahead. Everyone does that. Everyone, once they decide what they're going to do, they go full force and into it. I mean, some people are a bit self-conscious, or they don't have the confidence that it takes to continue. Some people will lay back and I don't know if I can do it. That's because that comes from programming. That's the nurture part. The nature part says I can do anything. And you really got to follow that, because the nature part, you are capable of more than you could ever imagine yourself capable of. Anything that you want, you can have, you can do, you can be. Anything. There's no limit. All you have to do is want it bad enough. That's it. And make a decision for yourself. Every decision is going to lead you in a different direction or to a different outcome. Alright. Now we have the Queen of Earth. This is also grounded. So you have a nice balance here. You're still staying in that, all right, I'm smart enough to not be stupid with my money and go full bore spontaneity into some vacation and waste all my money just for an experience. No, you're smart here. You're smart here with the knowing how, see how tough she is? She is smart. She's handling that fire real well. She knows how to keep it grounded and keep that fire using it. I'm going to guess you probably closed out an Earth adventure at some point because you have a good, strong Earth sense here. So you already are armed with this. You're armed with this, and you know exactly what this feels like, this fire. So you could easily be in the third realm of your existence here. You could so easily be there that you are already handling the fire of it. You know how to create your own tower and how to defeat that going forward. You've already handled all of your business here in the transformation section. You've got the right friends and family who are how they support you. You've already materialized how you're going to go forward. And now you've got the fire here that you're using to your advantage. And the Queen of Earth here. So here at the end of the read with the Queen of Earth, that tells me that you are prepared. You are strong at it. You're prepared, and you'll see well. You'll absorb well this adventure. And I can tell you that we're probably going to be on this adventure for quite a while. Every month it'll continue. You'll continue to build this. Because I'm thinking you're on it. If I read these, it's going to take me there. Every time. I might stay with these for you and see if we continue forward on Scorpio with the adventure in water that I think that you're on. Yeah. There's a lot of you on it. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it is your sign is water, so it would do well because it can't really manipulate you now that you've collected the earth and the fire. You've got a good amount of it. You don't have the air yet. I don't see you having a hold on the air yet. I'm going to split this. Flip. Yeah, you still don't have the air. You haven't gone on the air journey yet. You're getting into the fire journey, and I think you've already been through the earth and the fire. You're into the water now, so you've already been through it, and I can tell you've been through. You're actually manipulating your own transformation. You don't even realize this is happening to you. I know you don't. I know this is probably a little deep, but some of you understand what I'm talking about. You've already been through the passionate fire. Because you've got Page of Fire here, something that you've been working with. You've got Queen of Fire. Oh, that's telling me you've already mastered that. 9 is there. you've already mastered the fire. You've mastered. It looks like you've probably mastered the earth as well, with the Queen being here. I haven't seen the King, so you might still be working on that journey, but you're getting awful close to the end of it. You're starting up on this water journey. This could involve a new start on a love journey as well. It could very easily, because as we get through the remainder, as we continue forward, you might be drawing some fire to you. Sexual energy. Yeah. I've got the emotional thing going on. That would be interesting. As we get into the year, further into the year, and start to build on these things, I'm going to get a better look at how you're transforming and where you're headed. What's next, right? You can journey through these phases so many times and learn something new. And it's fun to do that, because if you know what kind of journey you're on, you can almost meditate yourself to it. Get yourself manifesting and work in that energy. You already know you've probably been married and had the kids or done the things. You've probably already done a lot of that stuff. You've had the grounded earth. You've had the house with the picket fence and all that. You may still have it. I don't know. But now you're getting into your personal emotional journey. This is your personal journey. This isn't an air journey, and you haven't had that yet. That's a spiritual journey. You haven't really had that one yet. You might just be starting into that. Who knows? Somewhere else. But right now, I'm seeing this journey for you. This one is happening now. I like this. This is good. You're using the fire that you've already acquired to guide this journey, and that's what you're supposed to do. Everything you've picked up. This now is wisdom. This now is wisdom. This now is wisdom. These things are here for your using as you muddle through these and get through the kerfuffles and all of the little struggles and hardships that come with it, and the sadness, the happiness. They're all valuable. Those are your little trinkets. When it comes to the water, those are your trinkets. The moments when your blood is stirred for music, or you cry at a cartoon, right? Those are the things that you pick up with this. When you step out the door and you can smell the tree blossoms and you can hear the birds, and you realize the spring. Not just that it's spring, but you personally absorb it in. You realize it. You make it big. It becomes part of you. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna look forward to your next event, your next reading. This is only a month, and it's not gonna say a whole lot. It's just the start of this journey. It could very easily be that you bring in some very nice love energy, but I really think what you're gonna do is you're gonna be picking up some skills or figuring something out about yourself. That's what I think this is about. I think that you're smart about it, and you won't be stingy with yourself, and you won't be overexerting with yourself either. I think this earth is going to keep you grounded with that, and the fire will keep you spontaneous, So you got a nice balance here, and I think going forward, you're going to find out something new about you, something that you didn't know you could do. Yeah. All right, Scorpio. If you could, I'd love for you to, when you get done with this month, and you're going to get into the next month, or if you do figure out something new, I'd love it if you'd comment and put that down for me. Tell me what it is you just discovered you're capable of doing. that you know how to do. Maybe you know how to work on your own car. Maybe you know how to fly a plane. I don't know. Maybe you're suddenly very good at riding horses or diving or just anything. It could be anything that you just, oh my God, I love this. This is for me. I'd like to hear it. That would be really cool. Because you're gonna excel at whatever it is. And you'll do just like you have been doing. You'll grow and you'll advance and you'll continue forward. Don't be afraid of anything, and I don't think that you are. I think you're a pretty tough sign. You can be independent. You're, in fact, liking it. And you're one of those signs that adores the independence of life. The things that you do for yourself and you live for your life. You do recognize the spiritual part of you, and the emotional, and the material. You do, and the passionate. You get it. There isn't any. I don't have to sugarcoat it or toss little trinkets so you'll understand. You get it. I don't have to go that far. I like this energy, and I really like that your transformation is taking place, and it's beautifully done, victoriously, and the Hierophant is involved. I love that. That's a great piece of your day. That's a great piece of this month right there. I'm really looking forward to that one. All right, Scorpio. If you could like and subscribe on your way out, that'd be great. If you haven't, if you have, hey, thanks for coming. Come back. I'm looking forward to reading for you, and I think that I'm going to mark on my book here that I'm going to read the Good Tarot for you in the next month too, so we can see where it goes from there. Because I don't read this one very often for people. If I do start reading it for someone, I kind of have to stay on the path, because this one has it has a different kind of. It leads in a different way. It's just very different the way that this tarot deck reads, and I love it. I don't liken it to the Rider-Waite at all. Not at all. It's very different. It's very different. It's not structured, and I love the way that it guides you. It talks about the elemental parts of our being. That makes sense to me. It just really does. It speaks to my instinct, and it makes a lot of sense. It's a logical piece. I really like it. All right, Scorpio, thank you, and I will see you next time. Doodles.